Yay, my guest is in the house. You are all welcome. Hello, everyone connected to me on YouTube. My name is Sunmbo Adioye, and this is Risk to Reward Series, Episode 2. Tonight, my guest is Mrs. Omolara Lawrence, the CEO of Disney Foods Nigeria. I mean, she has quite a number of other things that she does, but tonight I want to acknowledge that arm of our business. And of course, she's a mentor to many, over 5,000 people that she has trained, and they have a community where they groom fellow other people in business to be able to fulfill their God-given potentials. Tonight, we're going to be looking at the topic that says the value of stepping outside your comfort zone. My guest is already connected to me, and this program is brought to you by the Inspiring Change Tribe. Big shout out to all the Inspiring Change Tribe members. Thank God that you continue to take instructions, you continue to obey them, you continue to run with the same fire that produces the results, and you are getting outstanding results in your various fields. That gives me all round fulfillment. And I welcome you all. I acknowledge you. Welcome, Mrs. Omolara Lawrence. You're looking so beautiful tonight. So, if everyone connected from outside of Nigeria, I acknowledge you, especially those who are joining us from Australia, because it's early in the morning over there right now. We're going to go right straight into the stream, and my guest is already in the studio. You are welcome, Mrs. Omolara Lawrence. I know that you started your business, and it was a trading business where you were selling essentials for children, toddlers, young children, and you were doing this at the computer village where people were selling smartphones, gadgets, all kinds of electronics, and all of that. You also mentioned that some food vendors were coming in to sell food and drinks, but you decided to do something really different. No one would have thought that a trading business of children's socks, clothes, water bottles would sell. But according to what I'm aware of in your business, that was a flourishing business for you at that time. Yet you closed it down and started from the beginning. Can you please tell us this crazy risk? I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Who closes down a business that is flourishing to start from a whole new terrain? Because you're in trading of, buying clothes and selling clothes, and then you move to food production before you get NAFDAC number, NAFDAC approval. I mean, that is crazy in itself. But I like to say this, that faith is risk. And as people of faith, we cannot claim to live a life of faith without taking risk. There is this scripture in the Bible that talks about it was a parable that Jesus was sharing to his disciples, and he said that a master gave some of his workforce talents. The one he gave 5 brought 5 more, and because the person doubled that, what he was given, the master said that I'm going to make you my partner. The one he gave 2 brought 2 more. The one he gave 1 was scared to take risk with it and went to bury it. And the master was so angry. So for those of us who have been given talents, giftings, potentials, we don't recognize it. We're scared to take risk with them. The master is not pleased with you. So let us hear from Mrs. Omolara Lawrence, the risk she took and where that risk has led her today. So you are welcome. Go ahead, right, ma.
Thank you for having me. I'm so sorry, and I apologize to everyone that have been waiting.
It's fine, ma.
Please accept my apology. It's a great delight to be here this evening. I celebrate you, Mama.
It's
Thank
a pleasure.
You for always inspiring us.
You're welcome, ma.
I can say that I've been wired to be an entrepreneur from my tender age.
Wow.
My entrepreneurship journey dates back to when I was in primary 3.
Wow.
Yes. I remember then, once you give me money, I want to buy something with it and sell to my friends to double the money.
Wow.
So I've always been like that.
Wow.
And I remember that in my university days too, I progressed in that same direction.
Oh, wow.
But graduating from the institution, the glamour that comes with banking, Mama, you have been in the
banking sector,
before,
yes.
sitting as owner in branded car, So somehow at that point, I lost my sense of purpose. I knew I was wired to be. In fact, back then in my institution, I was the head of follow-up and visitation team.
Wow.
Because they just looked at me like, no, you can market this fellowship very well. That's the way. And somebody would say you can market a refrigerator to an Eskimo. That's the way to qualify.
And then we buy to freeze.
I love that sense of purpose because of the glamour, and because of the comfort that comes with earning salary. So I took up a job at Computer Village, which I don't regret. Because I discovered that as children of God, there's just a way that if you connect the dots of your life upwards,
yes,
it makes meaning. It makes
fact.
Just in the purpose of God for you.
When you connect your life's journey backwards, you realize that it makes a lot of meaning. You see, my pastor, David Adioye, says this thing all the time, that God finishes to start. He knows the end right from the very beginning. So we are the ones who are taking the steps. God already connected the dots. So it is at the end that you realize why you had to go through all the detours and all those stumbling. Wow, that's a rema for someone. At the end, you connect the dots backward, then you realize that God was actually in it with you. Go ahead, Ma.
So I actually picked up that job as Computer Village. I was earning 30,000 naira, and I was coming from Ikorodu to Ikeja. So it was that I was utility manager.
Wow.
I was this. But at the point, I got a job with UB Metropolitan, and I was about picking up my employment letter. And my husband sat me down. Yes, my husband sat me down that morning and said, "Baby, you're not going anywhere." He said practically he locked the door and kept the key in his pocket and sit down and let us talk.
Big shout out to all the big shout out to all the spousal supports that we receive as women in business. Honestly, it's not common. Shout out to Mr. Lawrence. Thank you, sir, for taking a stand. Go ahead, Ma.
Yes. So I know you have been wired to be like this. Why do you want to lose your sense of purpose?
Wow.
And talking to me that morning, I believe you must have prayed before you took that step. Because it was just like what he had been saying before today, before that day, was falling on deaf ears. But that day was a different one. And I decided that okay, I will take up that job. And even the one I was going to resign. Wow. And the comfort of working in UB Metropolitan, earning salary,
having a pool car, having a driver.
I'm telling you, I had to starting my shop. I didn't want to start small. I knew I was going back to entrepreneurship, but I just wanted to raise money to start big. And he encouraged me, said you can actually start with what you have. Yes. And the only thing he could provide for me, because I didn't have any money of my own, the only thing he could provide was to get me a shop in Computer Village. Yes. And how do we stop it? That is why I keep saying my business started with 0 naira. And I want to say to somebody out there, you don't need so much money to start a business. There are different ways you can start a business. Please list those ways. List those ways to start a business. I started mine with supplier credit. Supplier credit. Good. Yes. I started getting goods from people. I'll sell, which is also what other people call drop shipping. Yes, I was going to say that. Yes, so you get the goods, you sell it, and then you remit back to the owner of the goods. And integrity is very key. Yeah, exactly. When you are dealing with other people's money. Yes, integrity. Once they see you are faithful, they increase the credit limits.
Oh wow.
You know, and the way they are increasing the credit limits, you also are
You're making your own profit. Yes.
At a point, my boutique became a dumping ground, and I needed to expand.
Wow.
Because people were telling them, if you give her goods,
she will deliver. Wow.
So I had so much to stock in my
your store.
And you know, I started growing my customer base.
Wow.
Over time. And then fast forward to how I stopped. At a point, you know, as children of God, we walk by faith, not by sight. And I got to a point in my life, I kept having this eating within me that I was made for more. Amen. So that year when I saw Inspiring Change, there is more. I just smiled that no, this has always been something. Yeah. That keeps coming to me, and you know that there's more I could do than opening a boutique, sitting down, crossing my leg for customers to come. That I can actually, yes, I could do is to employ people, maybe in different branches. Yes. But it's taking me to a level of impact. Yeah, you are having value and you are making money. But I want you to go and learn a skill that you can also teach others. Wow. And you know, I didn't know how to start.
Who gave you that instruction of going to learn a skill so you can impact others? Who gave you that instruction?
It was during my quiet time.
Wow.
I got that information during my quiet time.
Wow.
And I remember that I did not just jump out. I did my due diligence.
Yes.
I took some steps because, you know, that you are taking, that you are, that something is of high risk does not mean it has high reward. Yes, high risk does not really connote high reward because it was risky for me. It was a high risk for me to drop what I was doing
to start this new business. Exactly.
And I remember that I came to your office one of those days. I discussed starting these foods with you.
Yes.
And I want to say thank you. I remember you encouraged me. At the point you were like, can I begin it side by side while I establish this? I should not just throw this away. And you opened the Instagram page of Disney Foods that day. You were the one that created that Instagram. You collected my phone and you fixed it.
Oh, wow.
And you know, these are some of the things I sought for counsel. Because one of my principles in life is for anyone that asks a question can be a fool for 5 minutes. But for someone that asks a question will be a fool forever.
That's it.
So I have to counsel, try to see this new decision I want to take. I hope, you know, I didn't mind if people would say you are a fool for asking. I just wanted to see what other people opinion.
Yes.
And it really helps. Wow. Apart from my due diligence, you know, I set milestones. I asked questions. The milestones like, what can I achieve? You know, within this period of time.
Yes.
You know, and I made up my mind that I was going to build relevant skills.
Wow.
You know, to help me in new. So that's how I started
Disney Foods. You said quite a number of things. I just want to quickly do a short recap before you go further.
Okay.
You said you left your comfort zone to start this new terrain because, number one, during your quiet time, you're a woman of faith. You don't just take steps. God reveals strategies to his children every other day. Sometimes we're just not paying attention, or we think it's too little, or we think it's too huge a risk to take, forgetting the integrity of the one who has called you to take that risk. But you believe absolutely in the God who asked you to take that risk, and you went ahead. You also believed in your husband. So who you marry matter. Who you give your heart to matter. Who you give your ears to matter. You said that you sought counsel, because in the multitude of counsel, there's safety. I actually remembered while you were talking now that you came to my office and we talked about you starting this business, and I let you understand that yes, you can start, and that doesn't really require anything that much. And I simplified it to you, and you did not just leave it there. Some people will still expect that after seeking counsel, the counselor will still be the one to run the business for them. No, it's not done that way. You did your own due diligence, and then you realize that you checked within and see that it's not that because it is too risky that you will now get huge reward for it. A lot of people feel, oh, if I risk all, that's when the reward will be 100%. No, sometimes you can risk all and lose all, really. So you have to know who sent you to take that risk matter. Who sent you to take the risk matter? Does that person have integrity? Is he man? Is he God? And who you listen to for counsel equally matters. Who you go to for counsel matters. Sometimes you go to certain people and they kill the dream, they kill the vision. They make you feel like you can't do it. It's not for people like you. It's not for people in that category. You can't that risk is not for someone like you. Some will even tell you that, don't you know you're a married woman? Don't you know that you're a nursing mother? You are too ambitious, unquote. But you have to be very, very discerning of the kind of people that you lend your ears to, because when they have access to your ears, then they have access to your heart and they begin to control the decisions that you make. So, how on earth did you flourish with Disney Foods NG? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I started thinking global from day one.
Think global thoughts from day one. Don't think like a loser.
I started thinking global from day one. I knew what I wanted, and it was that my goal was driving me and guiding my steps.
That's it.
I knew that I needed to build capacity because one of my common sayings is
yes,
a 2 liters bottle can never contain a 10 liters water.
You are going to make me speak in tongues on this stream. A 2-liter bottle cannot contain a 10-liter. No, it cannot contain a 10-liter supply. So when you are too little, you shortchange what can be filled inside of you. Go ahead, ma.
So I decided, okay, in trying to build capacity, I needed to spend money. Okay, if I don't have so much money to go to a business school, how do I do it? And I remember that I decided to come and volunteer at Inspiring Change.
Yes, I remember.
Because I knew you'd be there, and coming close, you would put me through.
Praise God.
Unfortunately, I remember Inspiring Change that year, AGC came, and they asked us to do something on our phone.
Yes, our venture.
They gave us like a month.
The our venture.
Yes. So I want to encourage people out there that they should never underestimate the power of volunteering, especially when you are doing it in the right way.
That's it. Don't.
Volunteering has brought a lot to my table in such a very easy way.
Don't undervalue the power of volunteering. Because you volunteered for the Inspiring Change Conference to join the Inspiring Change Tribe, you were a partaker of what EDC gave to the attendees that day. Do you know that you were not the only one who heard about the Our Venture app, which is what I usually tell people. When you are in a network and informations drop, run with it. The information you have an idea of that you don't run with cannot yield results to you. It will not yield results. It's the same with the knowledge you're acquiring that you're not using. It can't yield any result to you. She said that she came, EDC launched an app, and she partake of it. Tell us, what was the results from that? This is so beautiful a story because I remember everything.
Yes, I remember finishing that course within 24 hours.
Yes.
Because that was one of the things that drew my attention to. I've been hearing about Inspiring Change. I never came. But as a volunteer, I had this sense of commitment.
Yes, well.
So if there's a job you have been willing to be part of, and you've been finding it difficult, you've been struggling, you can actually go in through. And I came in, I learned how everything is structured. I love what I saw.
Oh, wow.
And going fast forward to EPC, some of the structures I learned are things I replicated in Disney Foods.
Wow.
I discovered how you delegate. You don't do everything.
No, I don't.
And you do it from the place of bread.
Yes, I do.
So I learned some of those things.
Wow.
That was my first volunteering
experience.
Now
wow.
I volunteer with Wendy's, with Google Nigeria. I volunteer with Facebook. I volunteer with
Wow, come on now. So you have seen value in volunteering. Anybody who is still out there, you don't want to volunteer because you think those who are volunteering are less. They are reaping reward. And not just volunteers that just volunteer so that the host can see them or the convener can see them. Give your heart to the work, and God himself will reward you and single you out for greatness. I remember you took the Adventure, you downloaded the Adventure app and took the course under 24 hours, and then you were invited by EDC for a program, right? Road to Growth.
Yeah, I was even rewarded for being one of the first set of people to finish because they gave us 1 month. I finished in 2 days.
Wow!
So I was given free tickets.
Wow!
I wanted to.
Oh my God! EDC Nigeria. Thank you so much. EDC is the Entrepreneurial Development Center in Lagos.
To EDC, okay, you want to say something, Ma?
Yes, I was just telling our viewers what EDC means so that if someone is on this stream and they want to check out EDC, it is Entrepreneurial Development Center. Go ahead, Ma. Lagos Business School, yes.
So going to EDC, I discovered that there's so much more than training to tap from it.
Yes.
It was an opportunity to get more mentors.
Yes. Access to a wide range of mentors and business clinic.
Yes. I had one-on-one advisory session for a startup like myself. And most importantly, I was able to network with other entrepreneurs.
Fantastic.
That was a very big one for me. So after the training, we were put into a WhatsApp group where I was in cohort 2, a group of 50 people. And you'll be amazed at how information flies in those groups.
Exactly.
Yes. It's just for you to take a step. And after taking the step, you find yourself in the midst of, because I was intentional about building a network of people. The kind of people I wanted to move with. It wasn't about dropping my old friends, but I needed a larger network. I needed a larger network. So going to EDC, from EDC, an opportunity was posted into the group, which is Academy for Women Entrepreneurs.
Yes.
I went for that. It was in that AWE group. I also got an opportunity to become a Providence ambassador.
Amazing.
I saw the post.
Wow.
So once you belong to a network,
yes,
more opportunities will keep opening.
It will unfold. That's it. More opportunities will unfold. Yes. So from volunteering to connecting with Inspiring Change, to connecting with EDC, to connecting with AWE, to connecting with Providence, your life was gradually transforming. And there is no way you have access to that much network of mentors, that much network of higher flyers, that it will not rub off on you. It will definitely rub off on you when you're intentional and when you're very serious about your life's journey. Some people are in several communities, they're just there. They're getting all the information. They're not even reading the messages. They're not participating. What are you doing? You're in several WhatsApp groups. Your phone does not stop beeping. But are you using the value of being connected in that community? Are you using it well? Are you also in tune? Do you connect with the people in that community? These are some of the strengths of Mrs. Lawrence. And then she talked about observing the structured business that is working and replicating it. You belong in a community, things are working, or even if things are not working, what are you contributing to ensure that it is working? And when it is working, you also want to duplicate the result. You will duplicate it and you will get it done very well too. The same results that you are helping others achieve in their own community, you can replicate it, and God will send other people to also help you achieve far more in your own network too. Ha, Mrs. Lawrence, there's somebody on this stream who is scared, who gets anxious to take risk. Were there any point in your journey where anxiety was going to set in, like, can I really do this? I mean, is this for me? Should I do it? I'm not getting younger at this age. Yes. What if I fail? What will people say? What if I fail?
Lot of times like that.
Yes, please share that experience, ma.
I had a lot of times like that. Sometimes I get very nervous, especially when I'm asked to do something new. I remember the first time I was asked to introduce myself at EGC, to my fellow class.
The people in your cohort.
Like classmates.
Yes.
Yeah, in my cohort. I was very shy, very timid, and I just had to do it. And in like 4-5 minutes, 4-5 seconds, I was done. I was like, oh, so this is what I wanted to do, and it's behind me already.
It is.
So all you need to do is just take a step.
Take a step.
And the more you keep taking, you just take the first step. And you will see that you keep building confidence. Amen. Now I speak on any platform, no matter how large the. I didn't start that way. And one of the things I do, for me not to be afraid of the next step, is to celebrate my little wins of yesterday.
That's it.
It's very important. No matter how little. Initially, I remember I was always hiding. You say you are doing so much, and you're not talking about it.
You're not talking about it.
I remember you said.
Yes, I remember now.
And I noticed that immediately I started coming out, people saw one or two people saw what I was doing. Oh, you could do this. Then
they will invite you for more. When people see, when you are visible in the things that you're doing, when you are visible to the people who need them, when the solution you're providing is visible as a solution to the people who need them, or the people who have the problem you are providing the solutions to, they will find you. They will look for you. They would hire you to do something. They will invite you in. It will definitely bring results. Someone is saying, how do you celebrate your little wins? Celebrate your little wins. So, Mrs. Lawrence, how did you celebrate your own?
I celebrate my little wins, first of all, with my husband.
That's it.
I have a very big support system in him. It's like the whole world to me.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Mr. Lawrence.
Me up, a big shout out to him. I celebrate him anytime.
Yes, ma'am.
I celebrate my little wins by being appreciative to God. Nothing is too small to thank God for. Yeah. Nothing is too small.
So when we say celebrate your little wins, we don't mean go throw a party. We don't mean go and squander all the money. Sometimes some of these little wins may not produce visible money or swiftly. Sometimes it is delayed, but it will surely come. I mean, it's not the day when you were asked to introduce yourself that the platforms started coming. No. You attempted it. You saw that, public speaking is possible. You celebrate that some people, what they do is they go and replay what they said in their head and be picking only what they did not do well. They say, when I went to watch that video, I did not stand well. Oh, my makeup was not good enough. Oh, my nose was big. Oh, I didn't speak correct English. If you continue to condemn yourself like that, then that's not the best way to celebrate it. That's not celebrating your wins. That is condemning your step. And for every time you condemn the little steps, you are discouraged to take even more steps. But when you say, oh, wow, that wasn't bad. However, there is room for improvement. You pat yourself in the back. You try it. You make an attempt again. Before you know, you become better at it. Right? So I think that answers the question from that person who said, how do you celebrate your little wins? Go ahead, Ms. Lawrence. So this community of Aya Flyers that each one started drawing your attention to, and you start to volunteer, opened bigger doors for you, and then the rewards started tripping in. Can you tell us some of these rewards, please, in 5 minutes before we round up?
Some of them, because I've even lost count of some of those
Amazing,
things, but,
amazing.
Because God has been very faithful.
Wow.
I remember coming into this year, Papa said it's a year of unbelievable elevation. I know personally, 3 days into the new year, we go for family retreat every year. Even before we got married, we've been married for 15 years.
Amazing.
And we dated for 5 years. So for 20 years, wow. 3 days into the new year, we usually go for. And I remember God saying to us that this year is our year of daily increase.
Amen.
I've not heard it before.
Wow.
It was strange. But
daily
this year has not been short of that.
Hallelujah.
You know, it's strange that God can increase you on a daily basis.
It's possible.
You know, and yes, it's just when we are celebrating yesterday's win, another one is already unfolding. All this, I give glory to God
Hallelujah.
for. Not because I'm so perfect, not because I do it really right, but you know, I just learned to trust God with my ways.
Trust God on the journey.
And another thing is, I make sure I enjoy every bit of it. If you are not enjoying the journey, there's no point taking the. If you will not enjoy the journey, don't take the risk.
Don't take the risk
So
if you don't plan to enjoy the journey. You said something profound from the beginning. You said you started with global thoughts. You didn't start that you are going to be little. And are you not global today? You're global. Oh, I know that you mentor people from Sierra Leone, people from from Cameroon. I mean, that is global. US, UK, Nigeria, that is global. Wow. Mrs. Lawrence, I can't thank you enough for joining us on this stream tonight. But I don't want you to go without sharing. I know that God must have dropped a word for you for a woman, a man who is on this stream tonight. What is your word for them? How can they weather the storm to the point where they receive the courage to step out of their comfort zone and then stay in it till they start to get value from taking that decision?
I will take this. I'm a Christian, so there's no how I talk and
we cannot hide our Jesus. We can't hide our Jesus. No apologies.
You know,
it's the way, the truth, and the life. We can't hide our Jesus.
I want to say, number one thing is everything that makes God is secret. Everything secret things belongs to the Lord.
That's the scripture.
Secret things belong to God. And there's a secret about every terrain, every family, every individual. You must to the owner of the secret. So God's leading is very important on daily basis. Sometimes, and I would want to quickly check this in.
Yes,
this yogurt business, this food business, I learned it free of charge without paying 1 naira for it.
So you were impacted, which is why you are using the same skill to impact other lives. Wow.
Other lives.
Wow. You know, so that stream of impact will not cease. Someone deposited it in you like a ripple or drop of impact. You are dropping the same ripple effect on other people, and it is spreading. A life of impact is actually very rewarding. I have not seen any reward that surpasses the reward of people who are adding value to other people. Go ahead, ma'am.
So we must always connect to our source.
That's it.
Like I said, and we must learn people management. It is very
key
to becoming our flyers.
Yes.
You know, because business is about people.
Yes.
You are looking backwards, suppliers, looking forward, customers. You are looking in your environment, government, you know, banks, and it's about people. You must make people management. I remember that when I started my food business, I didn't struggle with getting customers. I already had customer base in my former business. So I just built up from that place. It's a food business, so for you to even buy clothes, you must want something.
Yes,
management is
very key. If you have not done managing them well in your business of the boutique business, it will not be easy for you to sell this new product to them and then they will buy from you, knowing fully well that people have their preference when it comes to what they take in via their mouths. I mean, you can buy clothes from anywhere, but when it comes to food that you put in your mouth, some people can be very skeptical. So for them to even buy from you, they must trust you to an extent. Go ahead.
The people manager is very important.
Yes.
Very, very important, because like Pastor David Adeoye will say, once you get to an environment, he will say, Lord, whoever matters to my destiny in this environment,
I connect me with them.
It's my daily prayer.
Amen.
It's my daily prayer. And God brings them your way, and you can't manage them well.
You lose them.
The benefit.
Yes.
You lose the purpose why God brought them. The people management is very, very key. I go for events. I share a testimony of how I offered somebody seat at an event.
Yes.
And kind of, she told me, said, I would have left because there wasn't a seat. Wow. There was no seat for me. But because she offered me seat, I sat down. And when they passed the paper for the attendance, I was next to her.
Wow.
So when we were calling it, I don't know if you have time, I would have got to share this experience.
Yes.
But in a nutshell, be kind to people. Be helpful. Be willing to pull people up to buy a lot for you, and it won't cost you anything.
Go ahead, ma. Sorry.
And I would also want to say that thing that's speaking in you, that you cannot do it, is an impostor. It is not real. That thing that's telling you can't, it's an impostor that is speaking through you.
Yes.
It is not real.
It is not
and
real.
Once you get up and you allow and you put that voice behind you, you will see that it is actually a mirage. It doesn't exist. So I want to say to people out there that try as much as possible to believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Discard any voice that says you cannot do it. Impossible is nothing.
It's not even a word.
It's not even a word.
Impossible is not a word in the vocabulary of people who take a step of faith. Because if you, it's not even possible until you try it. Then you realize that it is possible. Go ahead, ma.
And another thing I would also want to say is we must the business environment keeps changing. Or let me put it this way: the principles of business is not changing and cannot change. Principle of maximizing profits, inputs gives you outputs.
Yes.
Those principles cannot change.
Yes.
But the business environment keeps changing.
Yes.
And that is why, as business owners, we must be innovative
and dynamic.
We must follow trends.
You must be very innovative and dynamic.
We have to get what is in vogue in our industries.
That's a word.
We cannot afford to be obsolete. The world is moving.
The world is moving. You can't afford to be obsolete.
My training on WhatsApp alone. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
No, I remember at the point I was doing my training on WhatsApp alone, and I was losing my materials, and I had to go ahead and look for how to put these things on Vimeo.
Online, yeah.
Some platforms where people will still get the benefits, but at least you won't lose your
content.
Your content. So we have to keep innovating. We have to keep tweaking things. It is very important to stay in business. For you to stay afloat, you must know what is current.
For you to stay afloat, you must know what is current. Oh my God, Mrs. Lawrence, you cannot say it all. Mrs. Lawrence, I want to say a big thank you to you tonight. I know that we are going to have the part B of this session because there is so much you have and you are willing to share. Um, a lot of people that you mentor closely have been dropping comments on this post telling us how your impact has transformed their life and how you are such an awesome person. I want to encourage you to please keep it up. Thank you so much. You have dropped so many thoughts tonight, and I believe that if everyone who is connected to this stream and those who will go back and listen to every instruction that you have dropped in this stream, their life would take a new turn and they too would receive a reward in due season in Jesus' mighty name. One last word as we round up in 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, everyone, for your time tonight. I want to say once again, believe in yourself and believe in God. Those two things are very, very important.
Yes.
Believe in yourself and believe in God. Very key.
Believe in yourself and believe in God. Remember, as a business person, you have to be innovative. And you also said to stay afloat in business, you must know what is current. Kabaya. Impossible is not a word. Oh, my people who are joining to this stream are just dropping, they are reposting what you said. You said, believe in yourself, be kind and useful to people. Thank you so much, Mrs. Lawrence. If you want to connect with her, you can connect with her at Omolara Lawrence on Instagram. God bless you all. Please share this stream with everyone. And don't forget to join us again. Same time, same channel, Mondays by 8 p.m. West African time for Risk to Reward series with Sunmbo Adeoye. Special shout out to all the Inspiring Change tribe who makes this stream possible every week. God bless you all. Have a beautiful week ahead. Thank you, Mrs. Lawrence. Bye-bye. God bless you. And please extend